and gentlemen, their entire benefits are based on assumptions that you cannot predict fully because there are too many variables about it, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm not going to give a headache towards the judges in here, and let's just judge this debate based on something that is concrete. The only thing that only our side of the house brought up to the table, which is on the parameter of what action is moral and what is immoral, right, ladies and gentlemen. With that, we already established to you that something is moral or not moral. When everyone do that in the world, you would not want to live in that world. We established two things that accounts for that. First is lies, and second, taking away your choices. Because of course you do not want to live in a world where everybody lies to you, where everybody rapes you, just like how they want, ladies and gentlemen. You won't want to live in a world where everybody is truthful, even if you know that the truth is painful. But we think that truth is something that is still good, right, ladies and gentlemen. Because we've proven how truth entails choice. Truth entails you being able to own your own life, ladies and gentlemen. We think that only in our side of the house, only by telling Firman that he used to have a life, he will be able to choose what to do with his life, right? Because even if he lost his memories, his lost life is still his, ladies and gentlemen. And he still has the right to dictate what he wants at the end of the day. In their side of the house, Rizky is actively taking away Firman's choice. Rizky is acting as a god, ladies and gentlemen. Rizky makes a choice for Firman, meanwhile he knows that he's a human being that cannot predict every single thing, ladies and gentlemen. Because predicting future is something that is very hard and outside of our capability as a human being at the end of the day. Because we already established that it's immoral for you to dictate what others' life should be. That's why you do not allow slavery, ladies and gentlemen. Because that's basically one master puppet dictating the life of others, right? And that's a concession that is immoral at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen. So we've win on that regard, ladies and gentlemen. We created a parameter and the most important value in this debate, and we created something that you can actually judge for. But we've engaged to the side of the house just based on their utility comparison. Let's compare it, ladies and gentlemen. First for Firman, and then secondly for his family. We do not think that Firman will live in a fulfilling life just like how they describe in the side of the house, ladies and gentlemen. Because his muscles, his body still has the recollection of his past life. This is why Alzheimer's and dementia patients have such a hard time, because oftentimes they found themselves liking something, but they do not understand the reasoning to that, ladies and gentlemen, even if their family already created such a good world for them to live in at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen. And we think that even if Firman does not know that he used to have a life, it's still his, so he still has the right to do so. Secondly, for the family, ladies and gentlemen, we think that their side of the house will create a bigger net pain inside of their world, because you leave the family in the dark. You prevent the family from getting closure. Because closure can only come when you know the ending, ladies and gentlemen. And that ending does not exist in their side of the house, because the family buried an empty casket. Meanwhile, in our side of the house, even if Firman decided not to choose to live with the old family and not even want to meet the old family, that's fine. Because the family can have closure now. Because they know that Firman actively chose not to be with them. Not because of some externalities that they cannot predict. And therefore, it sets them free from the what-ifs, from the guilt, and from the injustice of the entire situation at the end of the day. We are very proud to know.